All right, cheers to one and all. Welcome to Happy Hour with the Lincoln, episode number 36, where every week I do my very best to answer all of your questions in the attempts to help you become a more professional, consistent, and well-rounded trader. Don't forget, you guys got some questions? I don't care what it is. If it's teeny weeny or it's grande, doesn't make a difference. Support at thelincolnlist.com. Send it my way. I'll do my best to get it here on the upcoming shows. Also, don't forget, if you guys are getting tired of seeing the old grizzled mug here, this episode is available in a podcast. I haven't mentioned that in the last couple of weeks, but every week it is available in a podcast. I'm going to put the link somewhere down here below. And if you feel like you want to listen to just the audio, my soft, gentle voice, feel free. Now, before I get started, cheers again to all my keyboard warriors. We got a good one we're going to do today. Something a little bit different. I'm going to dedicate this entire episode, to all of the trolls. That's right. I feel like it would be a great learning tool if I could share some of my recent hate mail with you guys. You know, not only just to entertain you, but there's a great lesson in it. And before I get started, I do want you to know I'm not bringing this stuff up just so I can vent and bitch, because like I said in these past couple happy hours, some of my whiteboards before in past lessons, I really don't care what people think about me or what I do. You know, I know who I am. I'm comfortable in my own skin. But I felt that since I did last week's happy hour where it was the topic, if you're so successful at trading, then why are you selling subscriptions? The hate mail was pretty thick this week, so some of it was kind of hilarious. So not only do I want to entertain you with some of this, but there's an educational lesson in this, because I think no matter what you're trying to do and where you're going in your life with your goals, dreams, etc., you're going to have your own series of trolls. Of course, mine's trading related because I'm in the spotlight with that. But you're going to have your own series of haters, trolls. Some of them are going to be in your inner circle. And we're going to talk about that here. And there's a really great lesson, so make sure you stick around for it. So let's get into it. I think you guys are really going to like this. The first email we have here, subject line. Blah! I assume with all the A's, that means your tongue is sticking out, because that's just how I pronounced it. Hey, clown, I know you're underwater as hell on that pumping shit Netflix. You got to be tired of blowing up. I can't stop laughing at you, fool. LOL, 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 LOLs to infinity. Okay, all right. They find me comical. Okay, they're laughing at me about Netflix. I don't know exactly what Netflix trade it is. But first I should say, I cannot pump Netflix. I could put all my money into it. I could be religiously promoting that thing every day. It's not going to make a dent in that stock price. It trades way too much for me to do anything with it. As I said, I'm not sure exactly what Netflix trade they're talking about. Obviously, I made a bad call. Have I ever made a bad call? Yep, I sure have. In fact, I've been making bad calls my entire life ever since I was a kid. I mean, that just comes along with learning and growing, right? You make bad decisions in your life and you make bad calls. You have things that you believe in, you do stuff, and sometimes it doesn't work out. But the thing I want to highlight here is that at some point you're going to stick your neck out. For me, every trade that I make, I usually talk about it on social media because I'm in the business, so I'm under the spotlight with that. But in your own personal life, you're going to stick your neck out there. Maybe you want to lose weight. Maybe you want to turn your life around. Maybe you want to go back to school or get a degree, or maybe there's something that you want to do and you're going to get fed up with not doing. You're going to stick your neck out there and say, I believe this. I'm going to do this. And then you're going to have all these people that they just love to highlight your weaknesses, or they love to highlight your failures. So they may look at you and say, well, you can't do it because of your past. And it doesn't matter what your past is. You could have been a drunk, a drug addict, a dropout. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that the next idea that you have, that the next goal that you have, that the next dream that you have isn't going to work because everything else did not work. I mean, that's just something that we all have to go through. If you look at any billionaire or really successful person, usually what they're successful at, it wasn't their first go-around. They had several hurdles they had to overcome. I've told my story before. I was a landscaper, an insurance agent, a telemarketer, a store owner of a motorcycle shop, and a stock trader. I've done a lot of things throughout, since I left high school 30 years ago. I think that's 30 years ago. It's been a long time. Yeah, 30 years ago. So you're going to stick your neck out there. And sometimes you are going to be wrong. And the moment that you're wrong, people are going to say something to you. They're either going to judge you on your past or they're going to make fun of you because you made a mistake. And if we want to grow, we got to make mistakes. That's the only way that we're going to do it. And my advice here is, this just comes with the territory. You cannot be successful and have thin skin. You've got to be thick-skinned. You can't listen to what people tell you or try to bring you down. You've got to be your own person. If there's something that you really believe in and you think it's going to work, then there's nothing wrong with you sticking your neck out. I respect that. I respect that from someone who's willing to stand up and say, look, I believe in this, and I'm doing this, and I'm going to go out and do it, and I'm going to live and die by the sword. And have I ever made mistakes in my trading? Has things gone wrong for me at times? Yes, it has. But as I said, I live and die by the sword. I know what's got me here, and some days are very good for me. Some days are bad for me. But overall, if I continue to do the same things over and over again, and I continue to work, and I continue to push, I'm going to be rewarded for that, and I know it. And that's what's important. So you guys, the bottom line here is don't let people just highlight your mistakes. It's so easy for people to laugh at you when you do something wrong. So if you want to be successful, you're going to have to deal with that. You're just going to have to brush it aside and really follow your heart and what you believe in and live and die by the words that you say. So hopefully that helped you out. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this one I think you're going to like. It's a little bit different. So this is a message here that was on Stock Twits that I posted. At the time, you can see my message up at the top. It says, would also do some Tesla at 330 if it flushes. So apparently, during this time while Tesla was going down, if it got to 330 on a flush, I felt it would be a good buy for a trade. So this person comes by and they respond. If you look at the bottom, it says, at Lincoln List, you are a dick. Right? Now, I normally would ignore that. But then I look up and I see that the profile is actually Doug is a dick. So that's the actual name of the profile. So I go ahead and I look it up, and there it is. Right there it says, Doug is a dick, and then the name is Doug is a dick. And you look down, and they haven't had any tweets at all. So it's like the only tweet this person ever made was to call me a dick, right? So I thought about this for a second. I was like, wait a minute. You just started this account. Like if you look at the date back there, you just started this account yesterday. So you stopped whatever it was that you were doing throughout your day. If you were busy, I'm assuming that you were not. But you stopped in the course of your day. You created an email address. You created a StockTwits account. You verified that email address. Then you went and logged in and you attacked my tweet and you made it my name. You made your profile. I feel like I'm special. So the thing that we're learning here is, it's easy for us to get upset when someone attacks you. But when you think a little bit deeper, you're like, man, you wasted 15 to 20 minutes of your day to come out and just call me a dick. Like, what's that going to accomplish? Does that make you feel better? Like, does that make you think I'm going to take my own life or drink myself into the abyss? I mean, really, come on. Now, what I want to say here is, have we all been guilty before in the past of doing a little trolling, maybe a little bit of road raging, or maybe picking a fight with someone because we were pissed off, right? Have we done that? I know I have, right? So the lesson here is, if you want to be successful, you don't have time to wait. Successful people don't waste freaking time, do they? I mean, do you ever met a billionaire? Rich people? Do they waste time with frivolous garbage like this? I mean, think about what you have to, where you've got to be for you to go out and create an account. I'm laughing. Doug is a dick. I'm gonna run with that one. To create an account in my honor. I'm blessed, right? But what I really want to translate here is that we don't have time to do stuff like this. I mean, the time that it takes here, you could learn a few Spanish phrases. You could log into a Spanish website and learn some French phrases or Spanish phrases, or you could learn, and maybe somewhere in your life cycle that will come in handy for you. It will be far more productive to do that than something like this. So to me, when I'm working on something, time is important. Because 30 minutes could be, I could work on my website. I could fix something for the following week. I could come up with new material. I could look at charts. I could do something constructive educate myself on something outside of my life. You know, I could ride my bike or something. I could do something productive that benefits me rather than anonymously attacking at someone. So you see what I'm saying? Again, this is something that really makes people feel good inside, like with the last question. It makes people feel good inside to attack your weaknesses, to highlight your shortcomings. And this is something we can't do. If we want to be successful, and we're trying to be very good stock traders, the best that we can be, we don't have 30 to 40 minutes to set up a hate account, a troll account, and go troll people. We need to be looking at charts. You know, we need to be studying money. We need to be learning how to make trades. We need to be learning and using that time that's something that's going to be productive that benefits us, not whatever this is. So anyway, this was good. This was good. Let's move on to the last one here. Okay, this one doesn't even have a subject line. You and your videos are stupid. The world is laughing at you, not with you. Dumbasses like you are trying to rekindle their youth by trying to YouTube videos, but you're old and ugly, and nothing you say makes sense. That twangy redneck voice of yours is annoying, and I hope the government shuts you down, shuts down your channel and sends you to prison, buttwipe. Sorry, I'm laughing at the butt wipe. I can't remember the last time I heard the phrase butt wipe. Okay, well, let's kind of diagnose this one, because the first one is you and your videos are so stupid. The first sentence. Well, okay, maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. Like we said in the first one, people are going to attack you. Some people are not going to like you. So maybe my stuff is stupid. But hey, I'm sticking my neck out there, right? The world is laughing at you, not with you. Dumbasses like you are trying to rekindle their youth with YouTube videos. Well, the reason I do YouTube videos is not to rekindle my youth. I'm way past any level of rekindling this youth. I do YouTube videos for education, and it's fun. It's fun to do some of this stuff, but that's not why I'm doing YouTube videos. Am I old and ugly? Nothing I say makes any sense? That's a judgment call. Maybe. Maybe I'm not. What do you think? That twangy redneck voice of yours is annoying. Now, I was born in a redneck town. I grew up in one. That's where my roots are. It's shaming sometimes, but that's where I was from. I don't hear it in my voice, but maybe you do. But who cares? If I'm a butt wipe and I have a bad voice and I'm old and I'm ugly, that doesn't mean that's not illegal. The government's not going to shut me down and put me in prison just because I'm ugly. If that was the case, there'd be a lot of people in prison. But here's the interesting thing about this one. This one's low. I mean, this person went right down in there, right, and hit below the belt. I mean, this email was meant to do harm. Like, this thing just came straight at you, right to the jugular, right? That's how it was. So you're going to have people out there that have something in their back pocket on you, right? And they're going to, like maybe something you did in your past that was really bad. It was embarrassing, especially for the guys not guys, all of us in a relationship, right? The other partner has something they know about you, right? That they keep throwing out in those arguments, right? And then every once in a while, people feel this need to just go below the belt. Like they got to hit below the belt, outside of the lines, and get dirty. I mean, this is dirty. This person, whoever wrote this, is pissed. Like they came right at me, got me ugly, got me stupid, called me jackass, called me butt wipe, cursed the government on me and the legal entities of this world. I mean, this person went in for the kill. So this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes people are going to hit you below the belt, and that's bad because what they're really trying to do, they're really trying to take you out with their words, right? We can't let that happen. We don't have time for this stuff. We can't let people just, because these people don't pay your bills, right? It doesn't matter who they are. Same way with people in your inner circle, friends, family, or other people. They don't pay your bills. They're not going to take care of you if something goes wrong. I mean, you're responsible for your own decision. You're responsible for your own life. And that's what people want to do. Man, they just want to hit below the belt and take you out. They want to take you out because they're dirty. They're mean. They're disturbed. But that's what we have to deal with. So when we look back at all of this, and the reason for this lesson is it doesn't matter what you're going to do. If you want to break the mold, you're going to have criticism. Criticism is going to come with that. And with that, people are going to feel compelled. Maybe it's for their own happiness. Some people actually do get off on making you miserable. That's their life. That's what they like to do. That's sad, but that's what they like to do. But you have to be worried about you and what your future is. You can't allow your past, if you did something that was embarrassing in the past, if you're uneducated or you have any kind of problems, you can't allow that to be a determining factor on your future. See, one of the things I've always talked great about the stock market, and what's always been the beautiful thing, is that have I messed up in my life? Yes. Have I done dumb things? Yes. Was I a college dropout? Yes. You know, am I a shit speller? Yes, I am. You know, do I say dumb things and have run-on sentences and say stuff that doesn't make sense? Yes, I do. But the market doesn't judge me for that. I know it. So when I get up and I'm trading, the market doesn't give a damn about what the color of my skin is, what my educational background, if I was born in a hillbilly town, doesn't give a shit. Doesn't care. Because I know as long as I do my work and I put in the time and the effort and I study, I'm going to be rewarded. That I know. And that's the same thing. You guys have that opportunity. So maybe you're somebody out there, but don't let that be a hindrance to you. Will your journey be longer? Of course it will. Than somebody that was born with a silver spoon in their mouth. You know, somebody with a silver spoon in their mouth, lots of money, they got resources, they got connections. But that doesn't mean that you can't get there. Sure, it will take you longer. Yes, it will be more difficult. Yes, it will be more frustrating, but it will be more sweet when you finally reach that destination because you know you earned every inch of it, and that's all. And once you do that, you don't give up. I was going to flip everybody off. Let me not do that. I'm getting off on the rant. You don't give an F, and that's the beautiful thing. When you're your own boss and you're doing your own thing, you don't care. You can drink whiskey on film and complain all you want because market doesn't care if I drink this whiskey right now. So anyway, I've done enough ranting. Bottom line with all of this, be your own person. Follow your dreams. Follow your goals. Don't worry about what you did in the past. If there's something you want to do it now. Now's the time for you to do it. And don't worry about what anyone else says. And maybe if you reach the pinnacle of success, you'll be so wonderful to get some emails just like this. All right, until the next whiteboard. Shoo, it's been long. How about until the next happy hour? Take care and cheers.